One another. This is part of media. Dedicating this tribute to our late parents. Eze Okukano and Lolo Ugweze Kano. Iwe for me iwe kwa iwe. Name me kwano wana. Ugweze Kano wana. Namuchi me kwano wana. Eze Okukano wana. Oh, mama mere kini Ugweze Kano wana. Freedom, I can pay you back for this great one. Grandmother, yes you are. I will always honor you, mom. You my hero. That day you sacrifice your love for my freedom. Tears from my eyes when I hear you were no more. I cannot pay you back 'cause you mean the world to me. You my mentor. I know you been in there, you to know. I used to rule and know. Oh, me narrow. Yeah. Oh yeah, try because spot on media so quiet in the bed. Are you might not the run easy? Buna for Bonnie, a Balaga. I want to wicked, I want to conscious. I want to lose all my lovers, I want you to have less. Oh, why? All my different heroes, where what them carry go. We must honor you with different everywhere shall perish. It's pleasure that be up back and never give up. All put on the egg, you still no thank we never mind. Mama, Papa, I be obedient to you. Yeah. Mama, Papa, spot on media near you. Yeah.
Yes, fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom, men and women of goodwill, conscious people, wherever you are all over the world, I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and to some of you, good night, depending on your time zone. This is still Radio Biafra Extra. Radio Biafra Extra is streaming live through Radio Biafra London. Radio Biafra London is being anchored by the deputy leader of the indigenous people of Biafra. His name is Mazi Uche Okafor-Mensah. Mazi Uche Okafor-Mensah is from Abatete. Abatete is in Anambra State, and Anambra State is Biafra land. Mazi Uche Okafor-Mensah is the man who said he will not allow the heart of this project to see corruption. Because since the creation of the zoo called Nigeria, she can only produce corruption. Because this is what British government wants. That is why the churches in Nigeria are corrupt. The mosque in Nigeria are corrupt. The native doctor in Nigeria are corrupt. The politicians in Nigeria are corrupt. The monarch in Nigeria are corrupt. Everybody in Nigeria, they are corrupt. In fact, anybody around the world who tells you he's a proud Nigeria is a proud armed robber. They are corruption in personification. Mazi Uche Okafor-Mensah understand this truth. And he simply say, I will not allow the heart of this project to see corruption. There are so much behind the mindset when he made use of those words. But like I always say, we will come to appreciate it one day and very soon. Mazi Uche Okafor-Mensah is standing on a deputizing capacity on behalf of our supreme leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the king of Afari Beku. The king of Afari Beku. Afari Beku is in Umuahia. Umuahia is in Abia State. Abia State is Biafra land. He is the only man who stood up to speak for the total interest, for the collective interest of Biafrans across the globe. He was not talking for only Umuahia. He did not come out for Abia State. He was not speaking for Imo State. Neither did he choose to speak for Bayelsa or Delta or Rivers or Akwa Ibom. He stood up and is speaking for the collective interest of all the prisoners in Nigeria. The Yoruba will bear testament to that truth. The Hausa Fulani will bear testament to that truth. In as much as he's our leader, he's speaking for the collective interest of everybody who is trapped in this zoo, in this prison called Nigeria. The only man who is in prison and fighting for the freedom of the people who put him in prison. He is the one that commands the loyalty of the Biafran people. We truly cannot be able to understand the precept of God upon his life. He is the director of Radio Biafra as well as Biafran Television. What he say we should do, we will do that. And of course, we cannot question the Creator for making him such a gentleman, because we understand that with great power comes great responsibility. And of course, we are very proud of him. We are still in the mood of mourning because the both mother and the father died as a result of the harassment upon his family by the Nigerian terrorist state. Having said so, I remain George Onyibe. I am from Abo. Abo is in Delta State, and Delta State is Biafra land. Every piece of land in Delta State, I can assure you that. Without wasting much of our time, we will move ahead to acknowledge the Creator. We call him Chukwu Kika Biama. He's the one who has made the heavens and the earth. He's the one who have ordained this day. He placed our foot upon the path that we must follow. And with this confidence assurance, we'll march, knowing fully well that he is with us. And so in my humble way this morning, I must acknowledge him. For without him, we are gone as a people. Now I walk closer on the highway. Through the darkest night, will you hold my hands? Yahweh, guide my way. Oh, you mourn with me and you dance with me, for my heart of heart is bound to you. Though we walk through the valley slow, we will fear no evil. By the power raised our soul, our heart will trust in you. Anyị na-aja gị mma o, maka n'eziokwu na ị mara mma e, ịhụnanya anyị na gị, obiọma gị o juru anyị anya dadi o, inwe gị mgbanwe o, ọ dịghị onye dịka gị, ị bụ Alfa na Omega. Anyị niile na-asị na ịdị mma o, ụwa nọ n'ime ya o, agaghị m arapụ gị, agaghị m arapụ ya wee o, n'ihi na ọ bụ onye nwe m, ihe sụwa ya mee, Chineke bụ onye nwe anyị, jigide anyị, onye nwe anyị, Chineke jigide anyị o, jigide anyị, o jigide anyị, onye nwe anyị, Chineke jigide anyị o, ị makwa na ọsọ ndụ ka anyị na-agba o, mmeri gị o, ka anyị ga-emeri ụwa o, dadi nye anyị ike oge niile ka anyị ghara ịda o. We have been to the hills of the Almighty. We know what he said. And that is why we move when he beckons on us. And be rest assured, nobody can battle with the Creator. There are nations mighty and strong, but they are part of the people benefiting from our misery. And so in their heart of heart, in their closest, they say they will never free us. They say they will kill us. They said they will destroy us. They said they will decimate us. They said our children will be beggar. They want to make widows and widowers out of us, creating orphans everywhere. They said we are infidel. They are born to rule us. They have threatened us openly, and they have executed their threat, and nothing happened. But the good news is that we are still here. Make no mistake about that. We were here before you came. We will still be here after you are long gone, because nobody can stop Biafra. And of course, once again, we must proceed as always. Our topic this morning is taking advantage of the situation for the good of your people. Taking advantage of the situation for the good of your own people. I woke up this morning coming across a video online. A video of a supposedly a Biafran who was supposed to be respected. And I wept and I'm in shame and I feel bad about it. But I think you should listen to it and understand what I'm trying to say.
We have come to you at a very difficult time in the history of our country. We are visiting the National Assembly because of its unique position in our Constitution. The democratic system we run in our country rests on three arms of government. Of these three arms, the other two function in accordance with laws made by this arm. This arm characterizes democracy, because in a military government, you would have both the judiciary and the executive. But it is only in a democratic government that you have a parliament. The parliament is a microcosm of the people, because every section of the country has, by adult suffrage, delegated its voice to this parliament. So we believe that by visiting you today, we are coming to speak to the conscience of our country. We ask that this discussion today be as frank as possible, because in situations like this, unless the National Assembly rises like one man with a conscience, a commitment, and a patriotism to unveil the facade of partisan politics and partisan advantages and face the real issues of the nation, will stand on the edge of a precipice. We have come to you, sir, at a time when our economic stability is in serious danger. Today, our international debt is extremely high, perhaps one of the highest judged by the IMF for countries without GDP.
Now I will stop the audio, but I want to draw your mind to three things only. That speech is a very long speech. Edwin Clark was sitting beside Nyanwodo. And so the two people who would have become the mouthpiece of the Biafran people were there. I want you to observe one thing. And Nyanwodo was talking to somebody who is wooing his woman, or rather a woman who is begging his boyfriend for pocket money. We have come, please, so that you can mercy for us. We have come in a domestic and pessimistic democracy. We have come. But only God knows if that man was not at gunpoint when he was making those statements. But don't worry. The second thing I want you to notice is that his speech is characterized by grammar. A pessimistic of advanced frontage liner of the international integritarian and amalgamati who did all this English profit for God's sake. And the third thing is that he is re-announcing the shame and disgrace of Nigeria. Our economic is GDP 127 according to IMF prescription, but IMF is the one responsible for the corruption and the backwardness of Africa, for God's sake. And so you see hypocrisy in manifestation. This is just the three things I want you to listen to from that very speech. This is supposedly Nyanwodo, the man who would have roared like a lion, and then the jungle, Nigeria, will shiver. Look at him talking like he's somebody at gunpoint. Who follows that kind of people? Who have faith in those kind of people? But I tell you the truth, nobody can deceive us any longer. Edwin Clark was there. If I open Edwin Clark now, the next thing you will hear is you will give us our own percentage. We cannot agree. Our percentage have been denied us. Oh, this why we cannot agree. There are mad people everywhere, and they want us to come here and be praising them. Let's clap for them. Idiots everywhere. You people better repent. Today we are calling you idiots because we want to know if that is what you truly are. And when we find out you are idiot, we will change our pattern. And then you will wish we were calling you idiot. Because when we say you are idiot, we are simply telling you you are visionless. Idiot is a name of an animal with a tiny little eyes, visionless. Like I said this morning, our topic is simple: taking advantage of the situation for the good of the people. Nnayawodo have everything it takes. They had the support of the people at the initial stage before IPOB came. They had what it takes to speak for the good of the people. But rather, what did all of them do? They enriched themselves. If you are a Biafran in Benue State, Biafran in Kogi State, Edo State, Delta State, Bayelsa State, Rivers State, Cross River State, Akwa Ibom State, Abia State, Enugu State, Anambra State, Imo State, Ebonyi State, and you are allowing any politician to fool you, and then I can tell you are the highest idiot. There were times Asari was everywhere. Use your visa. Use your, what do they call election paper? Use it and fight for your rigging. Use it and fight for. Where are all these idiots? Has Facebook banned all of you all of a sudden? But everybody will not understand. Hey, it's my warlord. Thunder will fire all of you. This is just the problem. Few group of idiots from Biafra land will go to meet our Fulani, and that is how they beg. If you see Okezie Ekpazo now, gallivanting, gingering everywhere, David Umahi now want to be northern candidate for presidency. You know, they think they are fooling us. They are gingering now. David Umahi is killing Ebonyi people. All of them, they are gingering in Biafra land. They gave rights to idiots to kill us with the advantage they have to make our land better. The only thing they can think of, the only thing they dream of is how do we kill IPOB? How do we stop IPOB? How do we do this? But when you see all these people who are governors in Biafra land, from Okowa to Nwike down to any idiot in the southeast, all those governors and senate, all of them idiot minus Abaribe. At least he has not shown himself to be one. Or we Naya. Naya is not behaved like one of them. The rest of them, as far as I'm concerned, they are very hopeless idiots. When they come to our land, instead of them to use their position for our own good, they are harassing us, intimidating us. If you see them in Sokoto or in Abuja, you will know they are humble. You will know they are humble. If you see Okezie Ekpazo answering El-Rufai, as small as El-Rufai is, yes, sir. All right, sir. Yes, sir. I'm here, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Well done, sir. I don't see, sir. Yes, sir. All those idiots who call themselves governor, you will know why we don't have respect for them. We have been with them, all of them, from beginning to the end. When they come home, they become warriors, killing innocent people, using the advantage or the essence of destroying us. But the moment they cross to Abuja, you know how humble all of them are. When the international community are not able to perceive how hopeless these politicians are, most especially from Biafra land, you should understand that they are able to project false humility. Because the moment you want to humble a Yoruba person, go to a British embassy and know Yoruba is humble. Just Yoruba want to take visa in America. That is when you know they are humble. You begin to hear Ekujometa, Eku visa, Eku bombo mission. The same way, if you want to know Igbo man or Biafra man is humble, you follow those politicians to Abuja. Just listen, go back and listen to the voice of Nnayawodo. As huge as he is, I'm not sure Goliath was as tall as Nnayawodo. He's not talking like somebody sick, so that when they query him, guy, why are you being so proud? Why are you saying? He said, I was sick. It was not my fault. You notice my mouth was shaking. I'm not feeling very well. It is a slip of tongue. But who are you deceiving? Like I said this morning, our topic is taking advantage of the situation for the good of people. The world we came to see today is all about advantage and disadvantage, and how you make use of them. The world we live today is all about advantage and disadvantage, and how you make use of every one of them. In every situation and circumstance we find ourselves, if they were used for the ultimate good of all, and then in this era, it would have been said that the pen is mightier than the sword. I can tell you that one of the things that motivated me as a child to try and study was that ideology, was that parable. It says the pen is mightier than the sword. The pen is mightier than the sword is a metonymic adage penned by an English author. It was Bulwer Lytton. This was in 1839, indicating that communication, or in some interpretations, that administrative power or advocacy of an independent press is more effective tools than a direct violence. That is what he has in his mind. But as a child, I view it deeper than that. Because when he said the pen is mightier than the sword, I could only see a place where justice is allowed to have its full course in every situation and circumstance. I could only see where development was made for the advantage of the people. I could only see where governance were there for the good of the people. I'd see the right thing being done. Because when he talked about the pen being mightier than the sword, they have their own agenda. Because I can assure you that until they empower the African man with AK-47, the pen was mightier than the sword. But not in Africa. Africa, AK-47 is mightier than the pen. Because those who understand what civilization is all about, those who talk about governance and democracy, like Nyangudu is saying, they understand the need why we should live by the book, by the rules. That is the pen. But when British government was leaving Nigeria, they called the Fulanis and say, leave the Igbo, let them go to school. Tomorrow we shall know who has more power, the man with the pen or the man with the AK-47. Today we all know that in Nigeria, pen is useless. Because it will amuse you that 90% of Nigerian graduates, you can't even spell National Youth Corps Service. They can't spell their name. 90% of Nigerian graduates. The worst part of it is that the most intellectual idiot we have in Nigeria will never be employed. They are all running tricycle, keke na pepe, and some of them are rotting in the village already. That is if they are not able to run through the Mediterranean Sea to go to Europe or die in the desert. This is the most amazing. But then there are idiot Fulani with AK-47, humbling everybody. Look at how humble Onyibe is. Humbling everybody. And so the era of the pen being mightier than the sword is not applicable in Africa. And that is because those who rule Africa are not taking advantage of their position to make the life of Africans better. The true meaning of this word applies to everybody. It applies or implies that everybody become beneficiaries, having opportunity as well as having their own share in every disability as well as ability in the society. We believe in this ideology. Our father labored for what this ideology represents. They bled for it, for this society. They strive for it in our society. But they never took the advantage of their position to undo anybody. I can assure you everything you know about Nigeria, every foundation that was laid to take this zoo called Nigerian forward was the legacy of our fathers, the Biafran father. They set up everything. When I hear people say Yoruba is intellectual, Fulani is intellectual, Igbo didn't go to school, it makes me sick. Whoever was the first pilot in Africa is going to be a Biafra man. The first graduate in Africa is going to be a Biafra man. The first one to hijack an aeroplane is going to be a Biafra man. The first man to manufacture or produce is going to be a Biafra man. Do you know Biafrans built their telecommunication without going to Germany or America? Do you know Biafrans built an aeroplane, they piloted it without going to America or Japan? Do you know we have all it takes? Everything we have was used for the advantage of the people. Yoruba today are claiming Lagos, but most of you do not know that the first vice chancellor of Lagos State University is an Igbo man, a Biafra man. They can tell you about how famous the Oyo State University is, but the first vice chancellor there is an Igbo man. They can tell you about how they were able to ever experience a nation that looks like a home. It was an Igbo man. But our people, our leaders, our representative as Biafran never use this privilege to undo the Yoruba. I love you honestly. You failed, I understand. You failed like our ancestors. It's clear to us now. You wanted the good of all, but they say it's wrong. It doesn't work that way. Nnamdi Azikiwe and the rest of them were born in the north. They spent their resources more developing the north than we are talking about their own land. It was the weak people who built the east after the war. Because all these idiots cannot see beyond their nose. Till today, people like Omeko Ofo and the rest idiot Ofanyoba, the rest idiot Asari Dokobo are developing Yoruba Hausa Fulani land. But they don't have a way, a road in their community. Then I say, sorry, he my Range Rover store. Thunder go fire now. Your Range Rover sport, there is no route to follow. Oh, good luck is in a Twiki. Do they have toilet in a Twiki? God will punish all of you. But I don't blame you people. Good Lord built more school for Alamajiri who hates Western education, but he never built anyone in Bayelsa. I do not blame any of you. Chibuike Amechi told you that charity begins abroad. I never blamed all of you. But this morning, I am telling you that you have to take advantage of your position now for the good of our people. Before this terrorism started, we had seaport in Warri. It was functioning at least to certain capacity. Seaport in River State and in Cross River State were functioning to certain capacity. But after the war, Yoruba told Nigeria, they have agreement. None of our seaport will be open. Today, do you know how many billions Yoruba politicians rake for Yoruba people? Or are we not going to talk about that issue? Do you know how many billions they take from us every day? Imagine if your container were to be coming through River Niger. The moment the ship drop it, you use wheelbarrow, push it from River Niger there, down to Opiweka. You don't need to pay that billion. You will not see any idiot telling you clear well, park well, inner light, button light. Imagine if those of you in Port Harcourt, you will just go to somewhere Burukili or anywhere and collect your container. Imagine those of us in Delta State. We just have to stroll to Warri and then collect our container. Imagine those in Calabar. But these things never come to your mind. Nigeria should be destroyed, and all of you stop fooling yourself. And so when Yoruba come and tell me how much they love Nigeria, I could understand. Their leaders knew today will never be. There is never Nigeria. The Nigeria you dream of is just a mirage. It can never be. Nigeria, Hausa, Fulani, and Yoruba had an agreement. And this agreement is that they will never open any seaport in Biafra land. And so they make more money. And Hausa, Fulani said they are going to manage checking points. Is God not wonderful? They have international port. In fact, Fulani want to benefit from this seaport. So they went to Isar and Bisa Forest. They have dry dock. These people took advantage of their position for the good of their people. If we hit the street now and say we want Calabar Seaport to be open, we want River State Seaport to be open, we want Delta Seaport to be open. You are jumping for Second Niger Bridge. Do you know that Second Niger Bridge, they say they are building, is actually meant to turn River Niger into a drainage? But you don't know. Go and look at the low bridge they put there. And tell me, why was the same bridge not built in Third Milan Bridge? But that is a case for another day. If we hit the street now and say our seaport must become functional, all these idiot governors, you will see their strength. They will shoot us. But don't worry, this is their time. Be shooting, our time will come. But it's what good for the goose, not good for the ganja. It's amazing when I sit back and I look at the whole of Biafra land. From the south to the southeast, from the bottom line to the river line, on top of land and beside land and Gota land. When I look at all of you, I see we do not have airport. You cannot move from anywhere in Biafra land direct to Europe. Yoruba have this privilege. Hausa Fulani have this privilege, but you must go to their location to be searched. They will search you. They will search you. But you don't feel it. You don't feel it. You are a big boy. When you go to Abuja, you are a big boy. When you go to Lagos, you are a big boy. God will punish all of you. Our fathers who have gone before us, roads were constructed because they were needed. Go and check the pattern of building Malaysia. You see, they have communities, if I will use that word. They make sure that the same development that come to A go to B. Everywhere is being carried along. Our own fathers who led Nigeria made sure Lagos was developed. Today we have many idiots claiming to be Lagosian. They can't come back home because everything their father have is in Lagos. And so you have in Kano and Kaduna. But they don't have home. I remember when my younger brother was coming home for the first time after many years in Asia. And when he came, he said he's going to lodge hotel. I said, then you're not going to come to the house because nobody will come and see you. You slept in this mud house before you traveled. If you have become so advanced now that you cannot sleep in this mud house when you come, please don't come. Stay in your hotel and go back from there. Who the idiot are you? How will you know the type of mosquito biting us? How can we know you are still our brother? Did you go there to become big boy? He understand. He understand. Our leaders do not put themselves in our place. They knew that if you must build road, it's not going to be about south or south. Look at Abuja. Do you know River State have been the way it is and there was nothing like Abuja? Do you know it took less than 2 weeks to build Abuja? The money stolen from Biafra land was used to build Abuja. And so how do you feel when you are telling your community boys, oh, I'm going to Abuja, and you look like you are going to heaven? Are you not an idiot? That thing that makes Abuja look like that, does it mean River State don't have it? And so you are not even allowed to tie your road. How many governors is battling to make sure that our roads are tied? Anytime you see any governor in Biafra land want to talk about dualization of road, no, they want to send most of you to abject poverty. They want to reduce the number of landlords because they will break all your house. Have you ever wondered? It's only in Biafra land that they break half of the community just to regrade the road. Why is Yoruba not doing like that? Why is Hausa not doing like that? But you won't understand anyway. Only in Biafra land, we want to dualize. They will send many landlords to become tenants. Does it mean the Yoruba don't dualize road? Does it mean Hausa Fulani don't dualize road? This fire you people have lightened will consume all of you. You can be rest assured. School were sited in location where it is needed. Believe me, I love the sincerity of Hausa Fulani in this case. They told you they hate Western education. It's sinful. They don't like it. Even though they are using GSM, even though they are watching TV, like a Deeper Life that hated TV before. But they have registered their displeasure that they don't want Western education. They want a Muhammad community. Why not give them the Muhammad community? Why not give them the Sharia law? Why not give them the Arabic education? But what do? Good Lord built more school for people who don't want Western education. And whereas all the school in Biafra land are tattered and leaking. When I see Edo governors, Adam Oshimole and other idiots talking about the Edo state, I pity them. There is no more miserable state in Nigeria compared to Edo state. No, the Edo state don't have river, but all their classroom are leak. And so when you see them talking BB grammar, you think they are human beings. They will go to a village where you have 3 people in that community. They will build world-class center hospital there, knowing fully well that nobody will come there. And then they will come to the place where people live and they will build Bacha Hospital, taking advantage at their disposal to undo their people. Seaport was sited in every area that can accommodate them. That was how they reason. That was how they reason. The highest place you see Europeans or Onyibe, as they call them in Nigeria, in those days was a Port Harcourt, followed by Plateau State. I think they say because of the weather in Plateau, Onyibe like to go to Plateau State. But for Onyibe coming to do business, it was Warri. Until they destroyed the seaport in Warri, and it's now Lagos. Have you ever wondered why the biggest Navy barrack in Nigeria is in Warri? The Warri you know today, is it not only the street, the few road, Iboli tide, that is Warri today? And so when I see idiot from Warri saying, we are Warritarian, you are very hopeless because you don't know that the Warri your father lived is better than your Warri today. That is why you are not angry with your situation and circumstance. And some of you are there romancing with one Nigeria that is going to be good. Who told you it's going to be good? Who told you it's going to be good? You can choose to be Yoruba slave as a Yoruba man, as a Shekiri man, but it will do you no good. Urobo and the Shekiri land has become a bedding ground. For your own information, all of you live in Lagos, you die and they bring you back and bury you there. Am I saying it to spite on you? No, I'm saying it that you wake up from your stupidity. All of you from beginning to the end. Today, look at Warri. Today, look at Bayelsa. It is amazing. Somebody will say the international airport in Bayelsa is almost completed. But are you hallucinating? Do you know they are building an airport in Anambra State? That airport they are building in Anambra State is not Fulani community. Even the little one like Enugu Airport, Akanebe Airport in Enugu, they are making sure they shut it down. And somebody is saying, oh, the international airport in Port Harcourt is going to... You people don't know what is coming. The government of the day was to ensure they see the overall interests of the people. And normally, taking advantage of your position, you are supposed to see the overall interests of the whole people. And then you have a president who tell you that you cannot kill Fulani headsmen, you cannot kill Boko Haram, you cannot kill Miati Allah, you cannot kill Lamido, Sanusi, Lamido, Maben, and other terrorist group. All these are terrorist group. They send you as an army man, as hopeless you are, to go and arrest Boko Haram when you are supposed to kill all of them because they have killed so many people. You now catch them as a hua that you are. Those who have murdered many of you, they will be recuperated into the army and they will make them general while you'll be answering Kurufo. Is it not amazing? That when a terrorist is caught, the Boko Haram, they give them red carpet, give them canvas, dress them properly. But all those idiots are here in Biafra land, harassing us. You think this thing will last for a very long time? And then our governors are eating and are beating them. You know, it is ridiculous considering the number of soldiers, signal that were deployed to Biafra land because we want to bury our leader parents. But I say, God save you people. You escape that trap. You escape that trap. This thing you people are looking for, you will see it, don't worry. A country where they use their might. By now, Britain will be saying, I remember how much America did to destroy our land. I'm talking about Obama. I remember how much he did to destroy our land. It's like Onyibe like to sleep with black men. Like Fulani like to sleep with idiots everywhere. Obama is a gay. Maybe he was sleeping with all the idiot Fulani. He was there frustrating every form of development from Biafra land. Former president of America, Obama, is the one I'm saying. But people will not understand. I hope he's still there. Your sins will find all of you out. The security outfit was meant to protect the people in a normal circumstance. But look at you. Look at what they have reduced you to ordinary brainless robots. You wake up in the morning, one idiot who you are better than 100 times will give you an order. You now say, Ahua, go to control, kill people. You say, Ahua, you go there and kill people. You go to Opiweka, kill everybody you see there. You say, Ahua, you go there and kill them. Go to Sishoma, kill everybody you see. Ahua, you go and kill. Are you an idiot? Anytime you tell yourself Ahua, look at a mirror, you look like a very old worn-out chimpanzee. Ahua, Ahua, you don't have brain again. I said it yesterday, about 70 people are ruling over 200 million people. And if you are an army man, you are a policeman, you are not there to do your job. Who are you? You should be grateful that we are calling you idiot now, because we will respond to all of your wickedness. The media have become a voice, the media who is supposed to be the voice of enlightenment. The voice of enlightenment and the messengers of hope. What is the media today? Everybody in the world, try and tune into radio station in Nigeria every morning from, let's say, 4 a.m. Biafran time till, let's say, 12. The news you hear is amazing. China are crying for coronavirus or cholera virus. But do you know Nigerians are killing their citizens more than the number of people China are losing? You see the media, all this you are on the media. They say the leader of the proscribed group, IPOB terrorist group, whose leader jump bill, thunder will fire all of you. And then today, 20 people die, but we are grateful to God that Boko Haram decided to kill only the 20, but they didn't kill their children. No. They only killed the father and the mother, and Nigeria have vowed that they will revenge. Did you not hear Ukowa? I'm telling you, I will not tolerate it. You tolerate, you did not tolerate. They have killed the people they've killed and they walk away. They will still come back today. And another one, we say, well, our village was invaded by bandits and armed men. And we understand that 3,000 died. But of course, the Lord give and the Lord take it. Let us pray for them to rest in peace. But very soon, your children and you will be the one resting in peace. The media has become the lying tools, devil's advocates. They never tell you the truth. They never tell you the truth. The government of the day who is supposed to be the people who governs, the people who make sure everybody is okay. Their only desire is to loot and rob. I want you to sample all the governors in Nigeria. I want you to sample the president and all of them. You will see they have one agenda: loot, loot, loot. This was the era where pen would have been mightier than the sword if they were doing the right thing. But today, I can assure you, revise is the case. Reference have been made in every region in Nigeria. Nobody is dedicated to developing everywhere. The Yoruba are busy developing the Yoruba. The Hausa Fulani are busy developing their region. But do you know what is happening in Biafra land? Our politicians are busy robbing us to the teeth. They left us in one chance. They are doing us picking pockets. But what am I here to say this morning? We must take advantage of the position that IPOB have led before us. We must take advantage of a leader like Mazen Nnamdi Kanu and redesign our stand, redesign our land, renegotiate with the Nigerian state, or else we are gone as a people. This is a golden opportunity, I must assure you. It has never happened before. Take advantage of this opportunity. Take advantage of this opportunity. Stop Fulani headsmen. Stop the killing of Boko Haram. Stop the killing of Miati Allah. Stop the killing of looting governors. Stop the killing of marginalization. Stop emasculation. Stop disenfranchisement. Stop the abuse of the rule of law. Stop Nigeria. Take this advantage. Of course, people are waking up. The Yorubas now know that the 10% will not save any of them. And so it is better off the call of Nigeria. Everybody must support the dismemberment of Nigeria. Our son know the truth now, that Fulani will kill all of them with their terrorists and take over their land. Of course, I can assure you that over 40% of our San minority in the north, their land have been taken. Plateau State is at the verge of conquest. And we're going to talk about Adamawa. Gwari is gone already. Where are the Nupe? All of you must take advantage of what our leader Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, the opportunity he has projected. Don't let British government conclude, sir. They never mean anybody well. British government have told you that they want to create more close ties. That is to tell you they want to suck more of your blood. British government see that it's not fair for them to be in EU, European Union. They are running from European Union. They know it was bad. They don't want to be there because they are greedy. They pull out of EU. They didn't kill any British person. Europe did not kill any British person. British person is coming to form alliance with Africa. Who sent them? What kind of dirty alliance is that? Does British think that that thing that made them move out of EU, that same right, we don't have it to move out of Nigeria? Nigerians, take advantage of this privilege Mazen Nnamdi Kanu have presented to you. Make no mistake about that. If we fail to do what we are supposed to do, and then the next generation of our people will never know the life as you know it today. Do not think you are Yoruba and the 10% will continue flowing. No. Do not think you are Hausa. You continue to lead on the illusion that you are born to rule. No. Do not think that you are born to rule. You are Fulani. and everything will continue to work in your favor. No. This is time. Everybody must stand up against one Nigeria, against the government of tyranny, against the terrorist state, against the Satan outbreak, against this evil enclave, against this lugard creation, and let the prisoners go. I'll be back in a minute.
Individually might not attempt to tie up anything, but when they unite, they can tie up a mountain. United we stand, but divided we fall. Let's come together, both rich and poor. Let us unite, Biafrans.
At this moment, our lines are open. Take advantage of this opportunity that God has given to us and divide Nigerians so the next generation can understand what life is. Look at how much damage Nigeria has done to us already. We must not wait until they take all that is left of us. Few men, less than 50 of them, making fool of over 200 people, scattered across the globe. It is not true for them. You are Biafran anywhere in the world, you are yet to identify with IPOB. Take advantage of this opportunity. Look for IPOB family closer to you and join. Our mother who called yesterday says something. He said if you have to jump window to join IPOB, jump window. If you want to dig underground, dig underground. If you want to come through the door, come through the door. Anyhow you have to join IPOB as a Biafran, answer this call before the door is closed. Send us your name and your location, your phone number. Just threaten your name, your location, and your phone number. Send it to our WhatsApp line. The nearest coordinator will contact you. God is preparing men and women for miracle. Miracle yet unknown to men. For what we will do, we will shake the foundation of this earth. Make no mistake about that. We're not boosting. We're not threatening anybody. But if anything say they will put an end to us, we will put an end to that very thing. And a day will come, people will cry and say, dismember Nigeria. And we will say, no. The Nigeria you want, you shall get. Send us your name to our WhatsApp line. And that WhatsApp line is 070-815-45642. 070-815-45642. Our direct line is 081-221-52971. 081-221-52971. The special number for the female is 081-288-58614. 081-288-58614. Call our WhatsApp. Are you there? Good morning.
My name is Mr. Machuku Kennedy, calling from Lagos. Why you always call me? As in fact, I don't know where are you getting all those ideology from. In fact, where are you getting all those?
Nigeria are just
listening to your program.
Nigeria is very pathetic. Nigeria are deliberately wicked in us, and they are led.
Where are you? In fact, this man, I begin to find out. I begin to see people from Biafra land. This is the people. This is the people who are supposed to say this is the Biafra people. When you hear them talking, you see wisdom. When you see them talking, you see experience. Oh, in fact, you talk more than even your age. You talk more than foolish who's to be saying what you're saying, but they keep quiet. In fact, I don't know what to say. In fact, this morning I shook a words, and I don't know whether some of our people are not even listening to this program. Does it mean they don't listen to this program? How can somebody be saying all those things every day by day? You cannot use their brain and calculate very well. Oh, Mazi, I don't know what to say. And short on words, the word you are saying this morning is just like a breakfast to my life. I must tell you, the place for my work this morning, as I'm driving to my office, in fact, I've been listening to you since even from yesterday night before we went home, before we came back this morning again. My Amma say, our politicians are stupid. They don't have sense. They don't have sense. I believe our generation today is only the stupid one among us can be able to say they don't know what is happening. He don't know. He is not sensing the death coming around us. They killed their brother. He said it doesn't concern you. It concerns you. They killed one of your brothers somewhere, one of your family somewhere, one of your friends somewhere, because they have never gotten to your doorstep. My brother, in fact, I don't know what to say. Our people need to rise up. They need to stand up. They need to stand up from their slumber. What is that thing you are eating that making you forgetting where you come from? Like as you said, some of them went to Lagos because they want to live in a city and others live in Abuja and others living there. When they died, would they bury them there? And I believe in our culture. Any from that our side, when you die, they must be taken home, whether I like it or not. Is it not to prove to you that home matters a lot to you? Is it not to prove to you that there's no way to call home? Why are you protecting city? Because you install your money to develop all this area. You are now showing that yes, you are living in a city and forgetting your people, forgetting that track road that links to your village, forgetting that your people are suffering. According to what you said about your younger brother, just came back from abroad, he said he wants to remain in a hotel. I love your decision. It's the final. If you want to remain there, let him remain there. You should remember where he come from. You should remember where he come from. My brother, our people need to stand up. They need to rise up. They need to stand up. Because for me, I'm ready, 100% ready, waiting for the day that egg will break. Anybody that see the shell, or you see the yolk, or even this thing inside and drink, no problem, it's your own. But me, personally, I don't ready for it. Thank you so much, Mazo Onyibe. May God bless you. Bless our Mazi. Bless our core leaders, all the principal officers in IPOB. I bless everyone in this morning. Make other people contribute their own. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Our people must remain focused and understand the need for us to go home. Are you there, caller on the line? Good morning, monitoring spirit. Go ahead, please.
The world don't know that the savior of every living thing on this planet Earth. He are the savior. Before to quote Kadiam and the man, this world don't know what is coming to them. I said, if this Nigeria, if you know what is coming to your people, before to quote Kadiam and man, you will say Biafra, let them go. Nah. What no problem. And I ask the whole Biafra all over the world. Onweruru no opala. Onweruru no ya. Mba. I have fire in Nigeria, and we don't want this. Kids, our parents, they have the heart to come to a party break with death, with all manner of amores, with their Taliban, their criminal Boko Haram, and they kill many souls in the compound of our leader. And they say we will forgive them. Anybody who said that we will forgive them for killing our parents, and listen, Nigeria, Awusa, Fulani, Yoruba, if you know what is coming to your people from Biafra, just allow Biafra to go now. No matter whatever you are getting from Biafra land, our leader said, we will dash you people. Oh yeah, we have nothing to do with it. Trump, we are ready to take care of America because they are stealing our oil. They are stealing our oil. They are selling it. And number one, and they are killing us every day. They are speculating us. China, you people should not bother about the treatment of that because you are going to die in that sickness and that. This very, very wrong. No. Need to say. Never sign one area for Nanya with this body. But only better because we are just waiting for one because that are very nobody can push it, nobody can stop it. He has the data on when and how to raise our flag up, and we will be free. So let everybody just relax. But be resolute. Go and use what heart. But there is no way this useless word pretend or just look at pretend. If we march upon pretend today, they decide our eyes. Look, let me say, if we decide to shut pretend down today, pretend will never last 1 hour. I tell you,
blow one pipeline. Britain will borrow money from World Bank. Blow one pipeline in Biafra land. Britain will borrow money from America. Britain will even borrow money from Ghana. So when they are saying you their world power, we know where their power lie. We will grant their wish very soon. Go ahead, please. Thank you very much. We must continue. You say, thank you very much. Biafrans across the globe must take advantage of this platform. Never have we been able to come together since 1960. Never. Since 1960 till today, they spent billions of the resources stolen from our land to divide us. Never have we had this opportunity. Biafrans must take advantage of our leader, Mazen Kanu and IPOB, and push this evil out of our land, or else it will consume us in the end. You will not understand, but we will make you to understand. That is our job here. Caller on WhatsApp, are you still there?
Yes, Mazi, Onyibe.
Good morning from here, Judo Kafo.
Yeah, no brother.
Yeah.
Good morning, Biafrans. Good afternoon, Biafrans. Good night, wherever Tanzo you may be. My name is Judo Kafo. Judo Kafo is from Agbo. Agbo is in Anioma. Anioma is in Delta, and Delta is in Biafra land. Mazi, I thank you this morning, and I appreciate you for your good job you are doing for Biafra. And I thank our director, Michukwu Abiyama, continue to bless him. I thank our deputy director, Mazu Chemefo, and I thank all our broadcasters on Radio Biafra and IPOB and Biafrans in general. Mazi, all what you have been saying is the truth, but it's a pity that some of our people are still blind. With the present situation of Nigeria, of the zoo now, it's enough for all of us to know that we have been living in bondage. We have been living in bondage, especially our own people. Ndi Agbo, Lende Anioma Dodonu. Tehi not or Lehieri wo ime zoo owekere. Onye dachi zoo. Owu Buhari ahunwo. Oni le mari ihe de menwo. On ruebu ona slona on ruebu ona chononu by IPOB. On ruebu ona slona ona undi Biafra onu undi zoo. Kale ndi olu desle yonu we egbu onu Egwanu zonu ejugbo. Dodonu. Ona anu owe ile ya mune ige kwele redu Biafra. Mazi George Onyibe wo ile yo getimpu puani by na POB by ni na inwere boda you akpo Biafra olu ebume ona anodo dodo ndi iwe yi ndi agbo oni di Malaysia oni di ebe ile luwani for the gipoa ogen woge chukwu chone gipoa that zoo by ni IPOB joining the struggle name I wonder where he on a one house of like the Delta State. Governor, you're work with one. Now they do robo. When they are linked where they go here. Before you marry, in the outside Alika say, oh, I got Babu there who talk, but they land outside where
I was talking about the communities. I was talking about the communities in Biafra land where our Fulani has started selling land.
Yes.
And I didn't include Akwa Ibom. Akwa Ibom person actually embossed me. There are many communities in Akwa Ibom, Fulanis are selling land already because they have the power. They have the power to issue anybody C of O or O of C, whatever name they call it.
My brother, who owns Nigeria? I don't know the owner of Nigeria. You don't listen to the broadcast of their father that this new country shall be our father's state. Is Nigeria belong to them? Nigeria will be on the outside. They own the country. That's why they are inviting all the Fulani in the world to come to Nigeria. That Nigeria is their own. We agree. Nigeria belongs to Hausa Fulani. That is why we Biafrans want to go. We want to go to our own country. Let Hausa Fulani take the country. Todo niwa iboni and who ele get Beni and you chone buche radio station ele alika and anyoma se o India anyoma dodonu ile wofu India outside the koboda yo emle ibuso eni bia ogwashuku iseluku iselekutime ebe ile belonu India anyoma India outside they make India yelu ugbo iliwe de gbukwe we here one yi ndi visitor onye ulo no yo bode we be ali mba orukọ ma poni ya ni ma poni radio Biafra poni George Onyibe na ibuche radio station ela ni ma ile so that ndi we ga anu news ndi oyibo ga kwele information is power so that anything they many ele ali yi no honor do Biafra so that no why mama many all my people when there for Delta State I beg they use this time to tell you that you don't reach time to go to radio station for Delta State as a whole for Yoruba land, Ijaw land, Ichekiri land, Isoko land, so that when they kill us our village, we go call them up Biafra quick because their brothers when they there for their brother when they Boko Haram when they recruit for military, they listen to radio Biafra. When they hear radio Biafra say this people don't call it our village, they go call their people say go leave that village because they don't talk the you know they say they listen to radio Biafra. Those their brother will be Boko Haram when he get for military. They listen to radio Biafra. So when they hear say come and call say that they our village they kill us, they go signal the people make them live there. They don't talk about radio Biafra, so they go wrong. Make una come out and join IPOB. Nigeria belong to Hausa, Fulani, and Yoruba. We are Biafrans. Make una contact Mazi George Onyibe, radio station all over Delta State, all over Nyoma, all over Ireland. We want them. We are Biafrans. Or else they go kill all of us for that place. Mazi George Onyibe Karinima. Oguni danu eyile karindu hu Biafra. Na fachuko kika biama. Ise.
Thank you. Yes, a caller on the line. Your name and where are you calling from? Caller on the line. Caller on WhatsApp. Your name and where are you calling from?
Nazi, good morning.
Good morning, my brother. Go ahead, please.
Thank you, sir. Speaking to Chidera from South Africa.
Go ahead.
Yes, Maz, yeah, thank you, sir. I don't want to sound funny, but I just want to ask you a favor. One of these days that you will be broadcasting, if it's possible, please give us a study. And I know you might have done research. If you have not, I would love to ask you if you can. Number one is you and our spring leader, Mazen Namdekan. What exactly did the two of you, your mother, eat before he takes you in? Because the reason why I say that, there is a difference between lion in the bush and the lion they trained at home. So two of you have inspired so many souls on this earth, and they still continue. You have seen a lot of things that makes you say, what I'm doing is not right, let me give up. But you did not give up. You say you want to see the end of the whole project. And you are solid behind that and say, yes, everything will come for good, no matter what you see. So I would love to say, if you one day you can just do a research. I have maybe have not done it, do it. I'm sorry, I'm going to.
There is nothing to research there. The principle are simple. Light beget light. Our leader came with open mind. He came in a sincere form, and we followed. It's his principle that gives birth to who we are. If he was talking with today Nigeria, tomorrow Biafra, we will be doing the same thing. We are just who he is. Remember, Chukwu Kikabiama lead this show. He placed his light in our leader. And as many that followed, like the Bible says, as many that believe in him, to them he gave power to become the sons of God. As many that believe in Mazen and the Kano, to them he gave power to stand like Biafra. It is simple. We cannot boast for anything. We really didn't go to school. Chukwu Kikabiama is responsible for everything. All you need is trust and obey. Trust and obey. And what our leader need to do is to tell us the truth all the time, as he has been doing and have vowed to do. And his deputy, only light gives birth to light. There is no way bad water will come out from clean source. We have leaders that produce good water. These people are Osisioma na Mumporoma. Oh, Chineke na Bayamili. It's as simple as that, my brother. Osisioma na Mumporoma. Oh, Chineke na Bayamili. Whatever we see here, we were born into it, and we live to it, we witness it every day, we understand how they feel. And so nothing much there, my brother. Go ahead.
Thank you very much, Mazi. I fully understand you and I fully appreciate you. And because I have if you look at the history of the zoo, most of the leaders which they have arrested before and jail and put into trauma, including yourself, they have come out and compromised. Some of them are in Dubai with their houses. Some of them, the offer they made to them, nobody came out and said, this offer, I turn it down. It's only two of you that I have had say, this has been done to me in the prison. You remember you told us how we came out like a skeleton. The story was, I was crying like a baby in my room here. What a citizen, don't a citizen. We that is foreign in foreign land cannot receive that, because there was called right. Number one, citizen is number one. Even here when you talk, sometimes when you saw somebody in the street and you challenge him, or you hit even a car, small bumping, and you just speak English, you couldn't speak the real language. The rest gathered will be against you. Why? You are not from here. You are a foreigner. But in Nigeria, we are a citizen like you, a second-hand citizen, second class in whichever way. So, Onyibe, honestly, I don't know how to qualify you and qualify our leader. Because I don't see reason why somebody in Lagos, I still claiming is the one Nigeria. I see no reason why somebody staying in Abuja, I still claiming that is the one Nigeria. Because the same road that lead to east is like, even street in desert is better than it. But the same person, when you preach them, when you tell them, when you are coming out every day telling them, some people are still sitting and say, nah, so, Mazi, I really appreciate you. I don't have much to say, but just when you are analyzing things, when you are speaking things, most time I do more crying when you are talking than even listening to you, because it's very touching. But I don't know whether the blood, that's why I said the research, because is it the same blood that flowing in? Because by now, how many years did the church is? How many million are following him? He asked them don't watch television, don't listen to radio, don't this. They all followed. And so many of them came out. If you go to most of these mega churches, whatever the Papa said is whatever they followed. Thank God that people are following them. But how many are ready to do? How many are ready to come out? Because some people in Abuja yapping. Is it the guy? What is the name called? This PDP guy that I just read the comment he made, how he put a history of a 16-year-old. Might say something or some other. He mentioned he wrote a history of how many Igbo youth during the war, how their life playing down. But this guy is also a youth. He's number 5 former aviation minister. But he's campaigning for the zoo. But his man came out and told us that Igbo's youth are doing that. On 14th of February, where we are here, if he wanted to, the real people that are soldiers, that he claiming that 1960 something, he gave us the history of how 16-year-old guy produced something that chased the zoo army back. And he wrote, it's a very long. You go to the Biafra website, you will see it. He's reading down there. The same guy telling us how gallant the Igbo soldiers, how Biafras are. But the same guy are sitting down in Abuja. Who is he motivating? Is it the zoo or the Biafras? Those who really care about the Igbos are on 14th of February, they're in Afaribe supporting. If the war should break up, let everybody be there. But he's sitting in Abuja under PDP, fighting for Peter Obi and Atiku Abubakar. After they have failed, he's not coming back home. They all will come back home and they will see. Thank you very much, Maz. God bless you.
My brother, this is where we draw the curtain for this morning segment. They are taming us. They are taming us. We used to be lions. Now they are taming us to be like sheep. I cannot believe in my lifetime that Hausa Fulani or Yoruba man can intimidate Igbo man. I never believe it. But behold, I saw it in my lifetime. When somebody will tell you, Ijoma will tell you, no talk, then go kill you, then go kill you. I will not believe that somebody from Delta State will be running away from their community because some Fulani are choosing them. I will not believe that. I will not believe that we are begging, hey, government, come and help us. Hey, government, come on. I will not believe that. I never thought these things will happen in my lifetime. And I can only tell you that these people are taming us. They are reprogramming us. We used to be kings and queens, and now we believe we are slaves. We used to be the owner of the land, and now they want us to feel that we are actually strangers in our own father's land. But having said that, everybody take advantage of the position Mazen the Kano has given to all of us, and let us get our life back. Do have a nice day as you go about your lovely business across the globe. Be good, be Biafra, above all. Be a member of IPOB. Ndewono. Ndewono.
It's coming from IPOB Bayelsa State. We dedicate the song to our Queen Mother, Ugeze, Sele, Kano, and all the Biafran that departed. May their soul rest in the bosom of Almighty God. He say, oh mama, Jacob ma, rest in peace. Oh mama, Jacob ma, rest in peace.
Ingma, oh Ingma, Ingma, retire me, mommy, retire me, oh Ingma, then your papa, won't retire me, my asako, won't retire me,
oh mama, Jacob ma, rest in peace. Oh mama, Jacob ma, rest in peace. Igbo ebezina, onye ndụ anyị Nnamdi Kanu ebezina, ọnwa maleze, ọnwa malụ nwata, Chukwu kele owelugo,
Family and friends say Bessina. People need Bessina. Mama Nanudo. Oh, Mama. Jacob, every name rest in peace. Oh, Mama. Jacob, every name rest in peace.
Oh my God. Yeah, Mama was shocked that you are gone. Oh, no one but you, Mama. When we think about you, we are sharing tears. Oh, Mama. Oh, without you, there is no doubt, Mama. I cry every day because of you, Mama. Oh, Mama, rest in peace is hard to say, Mama. If I could bring back the days, I would bring back you, Mama. Because I miss you, Mama. You took care of me, Mama.
Oh, Mama. Jacob, every name rest in peace. Oh, Mama. Jacob, every name miss you, rest in peace.
Homo Biafra, Une Besna, IPOB, Une Besna. There's some people, Une Besna, Afara Kingdom, Une Besna, Namdi Kano, Une Besna, Chukwe Werebo, Chukwe Werebo.